1480 WHBC presents the High School Football TV Game of the Week. The AltCare TV Game of the Week is brought to you by AltCare, Altman Health Foundation, CSE Federal Credit Union, MCTV, Northern Ohio Honda Dealers, Old Carolina Barbecue, SARTA, and Friends and Family Credit Union. And can be seen locally on This TV Canton.
"1966 was the last time that these two teams that we're about to see tonight met on the same gridiron surface. To put that into perspective, Lyndon Baines Johnson was the president then. The most powerful LBJ in the world was not LeBron James, but in fact Lyndon Johnson. When I speak of these two teams, it's the St. Thomas Aquinas Knights playing host tonight to the East Canton Hornets. Hi again, everyone. John Bozica along with you tonight on the AltCare TV replay game of the week via 1480 WHBC. I'll be joined in the booth tonight by Elmer Sheets, my color commentator. And Elmer, we're going to first take a look at the away team on the scoreboard in the East Canton Hornets. This is a team that enters 1-0 under fourth-year head coach Spider Miller after an overtime win over Smithville last week. And you're going to take a look at a couple players. Elmer?
The two players I'm going to be watching today is number 33, Jake McCullough, a 5'7", 160-pound middle linebacker. Last week he led the team with 8 tackles and 1 sack. But the most important thing, he's only a freshman. And we're looking forward to seeing how well he plays. And the other player is number 11, Turner Giles, 6'3", 180-pound senior. He is the quarterback. He was their split end last year. Last week, he won the game in overtime, scoring a touchdown. Question is, will he be able to throw? I know that East Kent likes to run the ball. We're going to see if he can throw the ball. And finally, the last thing here, I knew his father as a student, and he was part of my football team. And if he takes after his father, kid's a winner.
Marty, right?
Marty
Giles. He's now a man that Elmer looks to as a good man, I guess.
As a good man.
As you look along these ways.
I look up to him. He's a lot older than me.
That's right. We go down to the sideline now, and we bring in our sideline reporter. That's Noah Hiles, and he is going to look at the 1-0 St. Thomas Aquinas Knights, who come off of an overtime win over Gilmore Academy, Noah.
Absolutely, John. The guy I'm looking at on offense tonight will be someone fans for St. Thomas Aquinas might be familiar with, but maybe not in this position. It's Preston Mitchell, a guy who lettered last year in the backfield. This year during camp, his size made him eligible to be an offensive lineman. He elected to do that, moving to guard, where he will be playing tonight. Gained 45 pounds last offseason. He'll be helping out up front on offense. Defensively, I'm looking in the secondary for my key player. It is Asian Burt. Had an 80-yard interception return for a touchdown for one of the first scores of the season last week for the Knights.
Part of 2 defensive scores last week for the Knights, one by way of Asian Burt, the other Antonio Fonts, also in the defensive secondary. We're looking forward to bringing you this broadcast tonight here at Serpilla Stadium. It's the Knights and the Hornets next on the AltCare TV replay game of the week via 1480 WHBC.
There is something special about our community.
It's a feeling, a spirit, and you can sense it and see it in everyone who lives and works here.
Everyone in our community matters.
You matter.
It's a simple concept.
Yet its message carries a great impact, which we all need to hear.
Every conversation, each pay it forward message can have an incredible impact on someone else's life.
It can start with just 2 simple words.
You matter.
You matter.
You matter.
When it comes to our donuts, we're all in. We take all original recipes, make them from scratch, and serve them up to people who make all our dreams a reality. And the new Civic handles the rest. With Bluetooth built in to make life sweeter, and Honda Sensing Standard as the icing on top, donuts are better. With a Honda.
Find great deals on a new Civic at NorthernOhioHondaDealers.com.
Skeppers likes to keep an eye on her neighborhood, like MCTV watches out for our neighbors to make sure everything runs smoothly for our customers. From our technicians in the field to our engineering experts behind the scenes, we use top technology to keep your internet, TV, and phone connected. Plus, expert local technical support and friendly people to greet you. Everything in the neighborhood the way it should be. MCTV, we go the extra mile.
And we return back in here to Serpilla Stadium. John Bozica, Elmer Sheets, Noah Hiles, Bob Jeffries, our statistician, as well as our image video crew. Billy Smith, our director. Thanks to Bill and Dean and everyone as part of the image video crew as we bring you St. Thomas Aquinas playing host tonight to the East Canton Hornets in a battle of 1-0 teams. And as we will do every week, Elmer, we will get the MCTV keys to the game. They go the extra mile, and Elmer, you have a number of them that you've jotted down with your blue pen this week. Go ahead.
The key to this game, if you look at East Canton, they're a ball control offense. Their offensive line average is 275 pounds. For a Division VI, I mean, that's Division I size. They're a senior-laden team, and they have a very good backfield. They had a young man who, as a sophomore, ran for 1,600 yards. St. Thomas last week, they're a team with great skill and speed. Okay? Now, if you look at them, East Canton is a ball control offense. They fumbled 5 times, and they lost 3 of them. In reality, they should lose if you turn the ball over that many times, but they didn't. Last week, St. Thomas quarterback Alex Hawkins threw a 32-yard TD in overtime, but the best part of it, it was 4th and 22, and they won the game.
You're not going to hit on that many times.
No. And they also had 2 TDs on a 60 and an 80-yard interception. So which one of these teams is going to win? It's going to be interesting. East Canton can't turn the ball over, and St. Thomas got to do more than throw 32-yard passes in overtime and have interceptions of at least 60 yards to win. So it'll be interesting to see which team doesn't make the mistakes.
I was going to say, they really found a multitude of interesting ways to score last week. They had the 80-yard interception returned by Asian Burt. They had the 60-yard interception returned by Antonio Fonts. And then to add to it, they also had the long pass. And then late in the game, when they needed a score to send it into overtime, just to get to extra play with Gilmore Academy, it involved Alex Hawkins leading a drive down the field with minimal time left in the game. So, you know, as you said, you're not going to win a ton of games playing that style where everything is kind of fly by the seat of your pants. Not that it was, but still, that's not a recipe for success every week.
I think, and both teams did that. Like I say, you know, for East Canton to fumble 5 times and be in ball control, that's unheard of to win. You know, with turning the ball over that much. It's usually you're in trouble. So it'll be interesting.
Well, and also keep this in mind, too, with East Canton. Another big problem that they had was punts. They had 2 bad punts yesterday that both were snapped over the head or just issues all around the place. And those are things that, as we talked about, week 1, those are things that happen. But by week 2, those should be shored up, right?
Well, they should be. And I think I mentioned this last week. In coaching, they always talked about from the first game to the second game, that is the biggest improvement you make all year round. So we'll see which of these teams, which one improves the most, and that's probably the team that's going to win.
East Canton enters 1-0. Aquinas enters 1-0. Talked to both coaches during the week. Talking to Coach Mike Cook from St. Thomas. Asked him about playing this East Canton team, and he said they're huge up front. They have a college offensive line. He was really blown away by the film that he saw on them, as many would be. I know that you were too, Elmer. Anytime you average 6'2" and 270 across, that's
for Division 6 or 7.
That's
not too bad.
Big line.
When I was at Division I school, I wish I had that. My coaches weighed that much, but that's.
I was going to say, most schools in the state of Ohio wish they had 6'2", 270 across. And it's not just on the offensive end, it's the defensive end too, because their 2 defensive tackles are 3'10" in Jesse Keene and Hunter Bennett, who's 255, and then Orion Bolds is 220. So there's size just absolutely everywhere.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how well they come off the ball and get after St. Thomas.
Tony Reeder will do the kicking duties for East Canton. You see them on your screen right there, the Hornets. And St. Thomas Aquinas is back deep in the form of Avion Color and Vinny Zarin. See who the ball is kicked to, and game time temperature is 69 degrees, and we are underway. It's a short kick fallen on by one of the upbacks, and it was actually Avion Color who fell on it there. It was Asian Burt who was back deep. Take a look at the St. Thomas offense. The starters across the line, it'll be Ferris, Johnson, Preston Mitchell, Kaczynski, and Bautista. The quarterback is Alex Hawkins. Had a decent week last week, a touchdown and an interception. Running back is Avion Color. Fullback is Trayton Mackey. And the wideouts, Burt, Owens, and Chungu. Last week, Owens, 1 catch for 32 yards and the score. 5 wide to start for St. Tom. Hawkins, quick throw, that's Avion Color in space. Avion Color across midfield into East Canton territory. Nice play on first down.
Right, he broke that initial tackle over there on the corner, and he's off to the races. Not a good way to start for East Canton.
Ball to the 41-yard line of the Hornets. Take a look at that East Canton defense. The defensive tackles, Keene and Bennett. The nose guard is Bolds. Linebackers, Vacco, McCullough, Hill, and Mola. And then the secondary, Reeder, Moreno, Suntheimer, and Giles. 5 wide again. Throw to Asian Burt this time. And Burt has speed on the outside. Asian Burt, a broken tackle away. Looked like the free safety. And Turner Giles, the one who got there, but that's good for another first down. Nice play here again, Elmer.
This is the repeat of the day what they did to the other side. And they're trying to take advantage of the skill. You know, that play is almost like a sweep to the wide side of the field, but it's a lot faster. You're getting it to your skill guys out there with a couple blockers in front of them.
Andrew Moreno, the corner, the one who got there on the tackle, the senior.
Now they're in trips to the right.
First down.
Formation.
Toss, Color. Color has speed. Avion Color brought down as he gets another first down inside the 15 of East Canton. Turner Giles, the free safety, brings him down, but a flag is down. Nice play again here. Good blocking.
If you see that they have them outflanked on the corner, they just blocked down and pulled the inside guy around, and they got to the corner pretty easily on that.
But it's all coming back.
One rule in defense, you can't be outflanked. You're in trouble.
It is a hold against St. Thomas Aquinas. So good drive, moves backwards now to the 40 of East Canton. East Canton last week gave up just 11 passing yards, but they gave up 259 yards on the ground. So they are susceptible to giving up the run.
We have trips left here and twins right.
Rayshawn Owens is one of them. He's the big play target. Hawkins to Asian Burt. Shifty moves by Burt in the open field, and Rayshawn Owens throws a nice block on your screen there, blocking the linebacker in Chase Vacco. And Burt gets a decent chunk to the East Canton 36.
Now East Canton, if they start sneaking up on this, they're going to go deep on them. So
second and
St. Thomas has a good game plan so far.
About 18 miles to go here. They need the East Canton 17 for a first down. Second and 19.
Okay. They got wing right, or no, that trips right again.
Color in the backfield with Hawkins. Hawkins. Pass is caught. That's Asian Burt. A lot different from last week. Asian Burt, well, he did catch 10 passes last week for 37 yards as the wide receiver, but they're clearly trying to get the ball in space to their playmakers so far.
There's no question about that. They're not trying to run up inside, that's for sure.
But
so far they have a good game plan.
Speed seems to be in their favor, though.
Oh, there's no question.
Hawkins will go under center this time. Color the deep back.
There they are. They're out flanking him again.
That's Avion, and Avion
played it better this time.
The senior inside the 25 to the 24. Third and long becomes fourth and
gain of 6 yards on the
about
play.
7.
Brings up 4th down and 7 for the Knights from the East Canton 24-yard line.
So what do you think? The quick screen again?
It's worked so far.
Yes, it has.
Coach Mike Cook there in his second season at the helm of the Aquinas Knights. He has one heck of a coaching staff. Antonio Hall, former McKinley Bulldog, former player in the CFL. I'll tell you about his coaching staff as the game goes along. 4th down here, though, 24-yard line of East Canton. Zarin in motion. Hawkins. That's Burt. Asian Burt breaks a tackle. Burt is in the end zone. 24 yards out. Beautiful play. Alex Hawkins, his second touchdown pass of the season. And Aquinas on the board first, Elmer.
Yeah, they had the trips left. They ran motion across. And threw it back. And he got a block here, and he broke a tackle again.
Andrew Moreno, the one who could have gotten him there, the corner.
On to attempt the extra point.
He's quick.
He's big, too.
He absolutely is.
It's a nice size receiver.
Sedmock on the extra point. Block, though. That could come back to change things.
We'll find out.
We'll take a break here on the All Care TV replay game of the week. Serpilla Stadium on their feet because the St. Thomas Aquinas Knights find Pater first.
At Friends and Family Credit Union, you, the members, are the owners. Our friendly staff serves over 11,000 members, assisting with their financial needs and bettering their lifestyles.
Hi, I'm Nick Langenfeld, President and CEO of Friends and Family Credit Union. Friends and Family Credit Union provides loans, savings, checking, and other financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County.
Are you looking for something different? Stop in today to become a friend of the family.
You can't tell your cold to wait? Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Get the app now. You can't tell your migraine to wait. Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Download the Altman Now app now.
For nearly 20 years, thousands of people have relied on SARTA for safe, affordable, reliable transportation.
People like Misty Williams, who's riding SARTA to a brighter future. Misty's a full-time student and mom who uses our fixed routes to get to school, pick up her son at daycare, and return home at the end of a very busy day.
School, shopping, Cleveland, Akron, the airport, for work or for play. People you know count on SARTA to meet their transportation needs. And we deliver.
SARTA, where can we take you today?
9:30 in the first quarter of play, and it's St. Thomas who finds the board first. A beautiful drive, Elmer.
Boy, 6 plays, 58 yards, 24-yard touchdown pass from Hawkins to Burt. The extra point was blocked, so yeah, they in 6 plays they scored. So I don't know if that onside kicker or that's as far as they can kick it, but hopefully next time they can kick a little bit better.
Deep kick to Reeder here, and Reeder is wrapped up. There seems to be a speed advantage for those that are wearing black. Look at the East Canton offense now. Wide receivers Ryan Alm and Moreno. Neither of them caught a pass last week. The tight end is Tyler Hoover. He's a big boy, 6'5", 220. Across the line, Hill, Bennett, Hoover, Bolds, and Keene. The running backs, Mola and Sunheimer, and Giles is your quarterback. Giles last week, just 6 for 10, 75 yards, but a score. He also ran for a touchdown, too. Has both backs in the backfield with him, and on first down, the give is to Natty Sunheimer, and not a lot of room to work with there. Look at the Aquinas defense here. Defensive line, Preston Mitchell and Robbie Mitchell. Trayton Mackey, the freshman, part of that defensive line. The linebackers, Ferris, Karif, and Avion Color. And then the defensive backfield, DeAndre Black, Chungu, Fonts, Owens, and Burt. Second down play. Giles again gives this time to Mola. These two last week in Mola and Suntheimer. Mola carried the ball 17 times for 83 yards, and Suntheimer 20 times for 90 yards. Not a lot to work with, though, here, Elmer.
Third down and 4.
They got, what, 3rd and 5, right?
31-yard line.
3rd and
5.
Long 4.
Or a short 5.
There you go. Depending on how you do math.
That's right.
Will Giles have to go to the air? Well, they'll give the ball off again. Yeah. And Suntheimer, I don't know that he's going to get there.
I don't think he got it.
Needs his own 35 and comes up short. Do you go?
No.
That will bring up 4th down and 1 from the 34-yard line.
Who's that, 62?
52 on the 61. Tackle. Jeff Ferris, the outside linebacker. They are going to punt the ball deep here. So 3 and out. Giles to do the kicking duties. Possible fake maybe. Rather, that's Mola to do the kicking duties. And false start.
The penalty is a false start against East Canton.
What do you do? I have a question for you, because I think so far, as I said, it's just a quick eye test, but it looks like, to the naked eye, that St. Thomas is faster. If you are East Canton, what do you do to minimize that speed? High snap again, almost blocked, bad kick. Takes a great bounce, though.
That's why you tell those guys back there, catch everything. They lost about, what, 15 yards on a roll.
They did. For the first time tonight, let's go down to the sideline. This brought to you in part by SARTA, and bring in the 3rd member of our broadcast team in Noah Hiles. Noah, how about it?
John, you could see a nice roll there for the Hornets on the punt, a play that they had a lot of problems with in their Week 1 victory last Friday night. They punted 3 times in their win last Friday, an average of 12.5 yards per punt. A little bit better that time. One of those punts went through the back of the end zone for a safety. That's something they've worked on a lot this week in practice. Back to you.
33-yard punt there. Hawkins again with 5 wide. That's Avion Color. Color, watch out, into East Canton territory. Good for another first down. So quick on the outsides. I go back to my question. What do you do to defend speed?
Don't let them have the ball. Don't let them have the ball. They're coming back to it.
Avion Color again.
You got it. You can't. East Canton cannot play 3 plays and kick, and you can see their kicking game is not very good.
Yeah.
And they
first drive.
And St. Thomas just keeps doing the same thing at quick screen.
First drive, St. Tom went 58 yards, and they're already into East Canton territory here to the 37 with a 2nd down. They've gone 5 wide almost exclusively. Man in motion, Asian Burt. Hawkins on the run. You see who got in there? That was the defensive tackle at 6'5", 300 pounds, Jesse Keene.
Well, I'll tell you what, the safety coming up, they was going to throw it to the motion man, but he, yeah, they was going to throw it to the motion man, but the safety came up and took him away from it. So the quarterback pulled it down and ran with it. So that was a good job defensively by East Canton.
Just about halfway through this first quarter.
Here we go, that formation again. See if they run.
They've gone to the toss every time here.
Yes, they have.
See what they do here. There it is again.
Nothing new.
That's color.
They're better defensive there. They're playing it better this time.
Nathaniel Suntheimer on the defensive coverage of the strong safety. Had 8 tackles last week. Tackle for loss there. He blew right through here.
Yeah, they're bringing the people up. They're bringing people up. Now, what St. Thomas is going to do if they start bringing that secondary up, they're going to hitch that and send a guy deep. So see if East Canton is ready for that.
Jake McCullough, the middle linebacker, also helped out there. He had 11 tackles last week as a freshman.
Yeah.
I know you love his work.
Yeah.
I think anybody would.
For a freshman? Wow, that's outstanding. It really is.
4th down here.
Here we go. Let's see what. Okay.
Timeout taken by St. Thomas.
That's their first timeout of the first half.
So far, St. Thomas has found ways to get things going offensively. Story of the game has been the connection of Alex Hawkins to Asian Burton. We want to remind you, tomorrow on 1480 WHBC, Game 2 for the Ohio State Buckeyes. They welcome in Luke Fickell and the upset-minded Cincinnati Bearcats. You can catch the pregame on 1480 WHBC Sports at 10:30. And you can follow Ohio State football all season long. And Elmer, how about that stat line for Alex Hawkins?
Alex Hawkins 7 for 7 for 90 yards. Now this is deceiving. He hasn't thrown one pass beyond the line of scrimmage. And he has 90 yards.
Dinks and dunks, right?
Yeah. Yeah, yaks, isn't it? Yaks.
Yeah, there it is,
Yaks.
yak.
The yak. Yeah.
Yakety yak, right?
But he hasn't thrown a ball down the field yet.
He is not. And it appears as though Max Kaczynski is going to come into punt now.
Okay.
So they don't want to take the chance.
Oh.
Snap to Kaczynski.
Nice punt.
Great kick.
Let it roll in.
Oh, wow. What a job there.
Oh, I think the guy was in.
But it's in the end zone.
He stepped in, yeah.
Attempted there by the DB, DeAndre Black, to bring it out of the end zone. When we come back, it'll be a 1st and 10 for East Canton, who went 3 and out on their first drive. They'll have it right at their own 20-yard line.
At AltCare, you matter.
When we answer your call or meet with you in person, you are the top priority.
We work with your physician, pharmacy, and over 7,300 other providers. We want to be your trusted resource.
We invest in collaboration, our youth, and our community, which we continue to serve with gratitude.
Commitment and community were the reasons we started over 30 years ago.
And why we are still here today.
AltCare, where you matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I feel this is going to be a big day.
Life were only like this.
Wouldn't want to miss this.
Looking forward to it.
What's this all about?
This is very exciting.
So cool.
Beautiful.
Great.
Mind if I have a look? I'm delighted to be here.
Amen.
I am.
Oh, very groovy, very groovy.
Let's have some fun today.
I like it a lot.
That's all there is to it.
I've heard a lot about you.
I've heard a lot about you, too.
First down for East Canton. Nathaniel Suntheimer fumbles it. Had a nice gain going. St. Tom thinks they've got it. Unpiling.
There's a fumble on the play.
And it's East Canton football.
Wow.
Natty Suntheimer, had he held on to that, he might have gone here. He had some open field.
Play results in a first down for the Hornets. 1st and 10 from their own
Elijah Chungu, the
39-yard
safety,
line.
punched it out, Elmer.
He came down across it. Sunhammer has to hold on to the ball. They can't have 5 turnovers.
They fumbled 5 times last week. That's Mola now on the give on the first down. That was their first down of the game, too.
Tell you what, I'm impressed with St. Thomas secondary making tackles.
5 yards on the play, 2nd down and 5.
I don't know that either of these backs are really that much different from the other. Mola and Suntheimer both kind of have that same gear to them, don't they?
Yeah.
2nd down, misdirection. That's Suntheimer, Natty. Close to another 1st down, right around midfield.
Suntheimer on the carry.
Now, what was this play here, Elmer?
It was a counter play. They faked here, and they have a counter tray. They pull the guard in the tackle.
That carry was good for an East Canton first down.
They pull the backside guard and tackle, and the first guy kicks out, and the other guy turns up in the hole.
Actually, they gave them their 1st down there to the 49, their own 49. I thought it was short. Giles. Shotgun. Looking for his first pass of the night. It's caught. Mola. Jaron Mola inside the 35, close to the 30.
Giles' pass is complete to Mola.
Nice play there, inside the 30.
One of the things I think that East Canton's going to have to do, and not like last week, they got to be able to throw the ball a little bit. They're just not going to run the ball continuously against this team.
They only threw the ball 10 times last week, though.
They got to throw it a little bit more than that, I think, this week.
Clock approaching 3 minutes in the 1st quarter. On the move is East Canton.
Whoa.
Hand off Suntheimer, and that was the defensive end, Preston Mitchell. The young man who was a tailback last season said to his head coach Mike Cook in the offseason, I want to play on the line, and I think we see why right here.
Makes it 2nd down and 14 for the Hornets.
He blew that play up.
Well, he blew it up. He ran right over the guard. Heck of a play.
2nd and long. East Canton trying to find that scoreboard. Double reverse, Tony Reeder.
Kick.
Breaks
man,
a tackle, brought down though. In the open field, it was the freshman, the defensive end, Trayton Mackey.
That will make it 3rd down and 15 for East Canton.
Calling for a block here, Elmer, I know.
He didn't. He goes outside. His quarterback has position on him. He has the outside shoulder, and all he has to do is turn it outside there.
3rd and
he
long.
Ran inside.
Giles probably going to be forced to throw. He is. Wants to go deep.
Oh, man.
Nothing is there. It's intercepted. Vinny Zarin comes down with the interception, the defensive back. The junior, Vinny Zarin, with a great play. Basically threw into triple coverage there, and this is a nominee for our rock-solid play of the game, brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. Nothing there, Elmer.
If you look at this play, they have 2 receivers and one, okay? Those 2 receivers are too close together because you're going to bring the other guys, the defensive guy with them. That's why they had 3 defensive guys over there. Wasn't a very good pattern by one of them.
Giles' 2nd interception of the season. East Canton's offense so far struggling. Turned the ball over a number of times last year, and that's an early bugaboo here tonight.
Yes, it is. But I tell you what, with their punt game, St. Thomas is on what, about the 3-yard line? Maybe that was better than a punt.
They are on about the 2, so 98 yards to go.
Yeah.
But with the speed they have, they could go 98 yards in one play.
Yes, they could.
Hawkins.
Oh,
Now, I wanted to ask you about this last week. What does a quarterback do to change the hard count? When you were coaching back in the day and you had Jeff Morris as your quarterback at Jackson, what did you tell him going up to the line?
We used to call it check cadence. And Jeff, because of our cadence, we had to make it rhythmic because we had so many guys in motion and stuff like that. It determined when they left. So he would go through the cadence, and if they didn't jump, he would say check. And then on the next sound, we'd snap the ball.
So 1st and 5 now. That's Color. Avion. He runs with a full head of steam. 1st down.
You know, they had him for a loss there, and they just didn't make the tackle.
For the Knights, that's good for a St. Thomas 1st down.
Watch this.
1st and 10 for the
Kid's right there. Stiff arms 57.
Malik Hill, linebacker. Get some congrats from the coaches on the sideline.
I'll tell you what, if you look at St. Thomas, I think right now St. Thomas is a little bit more physical than East Canton. I mean, their backs are not, they're not going down.
They don't look afraid. They really don't. Going against a team that's made the playoffs 3 years in a row, they look ready. Toss. This is Color.
There's a holding.
Ooh. Andrew Moreno, the DB. Corner brings him down. But 2nd and short coming up.
My question. Looks like there's a hold.
7 yards on the play. Makes it 2nd down and 3.
Let's see what I know, I got you.
Around the neck.
I got you. Cole Batista got a little bit of jersey there.
And neck and face and everything else.
Hey, it's not a hold if they don't see it.
That's right.
2nd and short here.
Here they go with that trips to the right again. Here they go with that toss sweep. Now he's countering back.
Color going to be close to another 1st down. You know, first drive, they passed the ball efficiently on the outside, and since then, they've been pretty efficient running the football. It seems like they can do a little bit of everything when they want to. They're kind of multiple.
East Canton hasn't done anything to really stop them yet, have they?
No.
They haven't done anything. I mean, they were down on the 3-yard line. Defensively, you couldn't want a better situation. You got to go 97 yards to beat you.
Second-year coach
moving ball.
Mike Cook said they are a multiple offensive team. He learned from head coach Tim Tyrrell, who's up at Hoban now. He loves to run the football. Might be the last play here. See if they get it off. They
High
do.
Formation, isolation.
Color should be a 1st down. It is. So we head to the 2nd quarter with St. Thomas Aquinas so far in command on both sides of the football. Playing a good game through 1 quarter here at Serpilla Stadium. And for that reason, these fans here at St. Tom are delirious after a quarter.
When it comes to our donuts, we're all in. We take all original recipes, make them from scratch, and serve them up to people who make all our dreams a reality. And the new Civic handles the rest. With Bluetooth built in to make life sweeter, and Honda Sensing Standard as the icing on top, donuts are better. With a Honda.
Find great deals on a new Civic at NorthernOhioHondaDealers.com.
Y'all know it's football season. Around these parts, football season is barbecue season. If you want to score big on game day, make slow-smoked Old Carolina barbecue your go-to spot before, during, and after all the games. No need to cook on Friday. Meet before the game at Old Carolina. Or grab a party pack and host the ultimate college or pro football party. Featuring award-winning ribs, tender pulled pork, and jumbo smoked wings. We have options for all your pigskin pig-outs. Get more info at oldcarolina.com. Old Carolina Barbecue Company. Meet before the game.
Wake up with Canton's Morning News. Pam Cook reports all the news, traffic, and weather you need to get your day started. News Talk 1480 WHBC. Online at WHBC.com.
Start of the 2nd quarter here at Serpilla Stadium. St. Thomas Aquinas. While we have this moment quickly, brought to you by SARTA. Let's go down to the sideline. Noah Heil, start of the 2nd quarter. Take it away.
John, they talked about in the pregame, or earlier in the week, about how St. Thomas wanted to go into this season with a championship mentality. That's why they hired a whole bunch of coaches with a history of success in Stark County football. Amongst those coaches is, of course, McKinley legend Antonio Hall, two-time All-SEC offensive lineman for the Kentucky Wildcats, 2-time state champion, and of course, like you said in the pregame, 7 years in professional football. He and a host of other former McKinley greats are helping this team learn how to win. Back to you.
Shalimar Gilmore on the staff as well, part of the McKinley team. Spider Miller coached him. Play here, and Hawkins kept. That did not work on first down.
Whatever that was going to be.
Hawkins is brought down for a loss on the play.
After the first quarter, how about that for total yardage, Elmer?
Wow. Doubled him.
Loss of about 4 yards.
Almost doubled him.
You're going to win a lot of games doing that, aren't you?
114 in 1 quarter? I think so.
I wonder how many games you lost when that happened.
I lost too many, I know that. Too many.
Second and long.
The big thing, East Canton got to get more physical here. I think they're starting to get. Last play was a good one for him. Here comes the linebacker. Get him, okay.
He got away from it. Owens all alone. Rayshawn, will they catch him? They will just before he gets in. Turner Giles, the free safety, with the touchdown saving tackle there. But that goes for a long, long way. Another nominee here for our rock solid play of the game, brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union.
2 tackles.
How was he that open?
Somebody blew coverage. Somebody had to blow coverage.
First and goal here. Color the deep back. QB keep maybe? And Hawkins is no signal. Down at the 1.
Hawkins on the QB keeper is stopped short of the goal line.
Beautiful play there.
Second down and goal from inside the 1 yard line. Come on, line!
Win a total of 74 yards to get them here.
But he broke 2 tackles.
He did.
He broke 2 tackles.
Again under center. QB keep, Hawkins.
I don't think he made it again.
Didn't get it there either. Coaches in the booth. Big stamp of the foot against the ground that we heard as Drew Sirachman, the offensive coordinator above us, not too happy.
Hope he doesn't come through the roof here.
It's a small press box, not a lot of space. I would think you got to get the ball to Avion Color. Am I wrong? He's had success running any which way.
See, they're in an I formation now. Quit being fancy
and Natty Suntheimer wanted a head start. The strong safety said, I'll get there a second early.
Maybe a minute early. I think they were still in the huddle.
Third and goal from inside the 1.
I know, knowing Spider Miller, that's not going to be something that's